Greetings and salutations. So, kind of wanted to discuss and talk about some of the PAM miners and the PAM scripts. And I've gone through 4 or 5 iterations of like which craft is the best to use, and I've gotten 3 of them. And out of the 3, I've kind of come to the point that here's one that's coming in, and let's see what it's got. I got it mine in gold, and it's just getting cockpit. So it got 800 out of that. And if I hit V right here, it's got the 2.2. So it didn't quite get a full load, but I'm okay with that because it's automated. And then here you can see where it's still ejecting, but it says ship is full. Battery. So I put this LCD on the back to kind of get just a quick progression. So that progression is the initial band that I set to harvest out. And this time I did it a little bit different. I actually went there and I husked out this giant cavern, and then I had it cut out that thin wedge of gold. So I'm just gonna go in here, and I think I'm having some. I'm just gonna let it do its thing. So when they get back, sometimes I have to force it to empty. Normally it draws it out, but for whatever reason, it's not working the way that I want it. So here, I added these displays, and so I can see my inventory is empty. I'm just gonna make sure that it's empty, and you want to make sure that you're locked. So I got my ejectors off on this, so I'm just gonna hit. Let me see. I'm gonna go control. Let me see. I gotta go. Here we go. I'm gonna page up. I'm gonna say record new path. Go back here, actually, and then hit P to undock. And then usually I like to go up, and it tells you in there like 2 count, 3 count, 4 count right there. I'll go up 5 count just to clear. Go into third person view and see what's going on. Actually, I'll go up a little higher. I'll go right there because that's where it's going to turn around. And then I'm going to come over here. Go back to 1. Make sure that my ejector is on. And then I'm just going to fly over here. And what I want to do is I want to kind of stay. So I've been working on this. I think what I'll do is I'll come over and get the magnesium. And so one of the big things you have to do is you just got to get right above the hole. Right above the hole. Okay. Maybe that's too far. And so it's recording all this. So I'm just gonna get right kind of above. I think that's good. Okay, and then I'm gonna go back to my control 3. I'm gonna hit V so I can see what's going on. I'm gonna say stop my recording. Okay, so you have to think about it in 2 parts. There's the path recording, and then there's the job. And so you can go through and you can do a job and never mess with the path. And then so I can use this same path for 6 different jobs basically. And then so what I'm going to do is I'm going to husk this out a little bit so I can get to this magnesium a little better. And so I can move this thing around, I can do whatever in this area, and it'll always kind of default to that waypoint. So it's actually a pretty good system for how it's set up. And so I want to husk this little bitty. Before I was setting it up to mine just this giant block of stuff out, and I'm finding that this here, I'll show you in a second. I just want to get it to where it's got a little bit more room to kind of maneuver a little bit in and out of this hole. And I've tried several different things. I've tried to build the rover miner where it punches a big hole in the ground, and then and kind of move it on a path. But that's a lot of babysitting, and if I can automate this stuff, it's a little bit better to automate it. And so okay, I think that's good. So to give you an example here, if I go into view and I say, let's let's go down. So start mining job. If I hit F, that's not what I meant to do. If I hit, there we go. That's the wedge. If I hit V, there we go. That's the wedge that initially I was going to have this thing go through and cut out to get to the thing. And I would just look straight down and I would cut this giant block. But what I've realized is that just takes a bunch of time. So I found that it's easier just to actually go to the place, use my right click, husk out a big kind of tunnel upward, get right to the mineral or the resource, the ore. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to reduce this down quite a bit, and then like depth I have 50 meters. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to bring this in to where it's like 10. Let me see what's that look like. Okay, and then I gotta go back into view, kind of dial this, go back up to height, because that thing is not that big. What is that? 6 meters. That's okay. And then width. Actually, I'm gonna reduce this down to also. Let's see how this looks. Now we're gonna go back to view. We're gonna put it in the ground here, and you're gonna see that the this ore here is not there. This ore here is not really that thick. It's close, right? Okay, and then so we're gonna say start job. Okay. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. See if it flips itself over, if it fixes itself. So it had the width. Okay, so sometimes when it's funny and I do a video, I'm just gonna say stop real quick, and then I think I have it a little too wide. So what I'll do is I'll kind of husk this out a little bit. I don't want to get into the mineral itself, but okay, let's say set up mining job. We're gonna just redo this a little bit. Hit V so you can see what's going on. See, I have it kind of wide. That's the problem. Okay. First, start right there. Okay, you can see the corner. That's the problem. Is I put that corner too deep in there. So we'll try that. Okay, and go back to V, and then select it. Start new job. There you go. And then so now it's just going to run through this process. You can see the battery, on that screen that I put up there, and you can see the load. It's got 27%. And the thing that you got to realize though is when I go to inventory here, it's going to eject the stone. And I got this where I figured out to where it's not giving me my magnesium load on here. Let's see. Control 1, 4. It says stopped. It says ship is full. So it's gonna see. So look, it's gonna find its way out. It's gonna find its way out. Beautiful. And then it's gonna go back. Okay. It's gonna go all the way back because now it has transitioned into the route. So the route and the job are two different things. And so once you get that route lined up correctly, it's like you don't have to go back in there and change it all, and you can completely rework that node. And it does have some auto collision, so it was able to kind of slowly bounce its way out of that hole. Now I noticed that my ore summary is not right, so I got to go in here and hit control panel and then type in cargo, and then why is this not cargo? This should be reading cargo. It says it there. because if I go to my LCD, my LCD Antiquary Plus or Stone. I think I gotta. I forget. I forget. I don't remember why this is not working. I'm gonna have to look at the other one. And so I'll just hit I, and because my inventory is so full, it's not gonna start pulling that out. So I'm just gonna dump it. I'm gonna help it, and then it wants to charge. And so the issue that I'm having is it's drawing the stone out of it's kind of drawing some of that stone, but I'll just leave it. I'll leave it, and then it's not going to be. It's not that much stone that it's clearing out of the system while I'm trying to refine some of this stuff in here in my inventory. But what I've done here though is you can see since I have the let me turn that off. Just drawn power. No. And so I'm building a third one. There you go. Power's off. So what I've done here is you can see got the LCD ejection field. So let me see. I got to figure out. Okay. And therein lies the problem. So if I hit P and just it's recharging. Okay. If I hit P, you'll see here that okay, 4, it'll clear out. I need to do a little bit of work and get the ejectors. So it's cleared out. So you get the idea. I got to go through and get the ejectors to where it doesn't oh, you can see the other one's landing. The other one's landing. So this is completely automated. And then on here, I have the screen set up correctly. If I hit V, you'll see that it's got 439. Battery's 98%. It's 66% done with the job. If I go in here and I look at, it's got some in the cockpit, some in the container. I'm just gonna go boom. Right, so I cleared it all out. It went into recharge mode. Let me see something. If I type in LCD, I'm trying to figure out why LCD. Why is that? Why is that not? Oh, LCD. Custom data. Okay. That's what it was. I was missing that code. Okay. Control C. Okay, because this one is correct, and you can see where it's job progress is 66%, job is running, and it's just going over here, and I might need to kind of restructure the job, so which is fine. I can go in there and just say stop, start new job, and it won't. Let's see. Let me hit V. So there is a little bit of upkeep, but it's not. See, it just comes down, boom, like just kind of deep dive into the hole. Let's see. He's kind of oh, that's done really nicely, really nicely. So I probably need to reset the job. Yeah, he's spitting out ore, but because the way the gold is in here, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let me see if I hit I. Do I have any gold? I have a little bit, some in the cockpit, but none in the. So we'll hit. Actually, we'll hit V. Control 3. Control 2. See, now he's punching a new hole here. Progress. What it's doing is it's emptying the stone out of the it's pulling a little bit of gold. 1K. Let me see if I hit V. Yeah, see, it's right above that. You can kind of see where that thing is. That gold swath is kind of angled in there a little bit, like a 35 degree angle across the surface. So I'm gonna have to redo this a little bit. What does it say? Let's see what it says. It says ship is stuck. Okay, so let's just help it out. So and then go 6. Usually it doesn't get stuck, so maybe that's part of why it's been coming back a little. You got to kind of prep the. See, it's telling me in there that I got 557 gold right there on that display. So this one's working. The other one's not working. So I'm going to show you here just how to do a new job. Let's clean this up a little bit. So now one of the issues that I run into though is that so now I've kind of cut below the gold surface, and so it's kind of doesn't want to cut at a gradual slope. You need to have it to where it can drop down and center up on the gold wedge or band. And so here, kind of cleaning up a little bit what this thing looks like, so I can reassess what how to set the new job. And then what I'll do is looks like it's actually below still too. Let's see here. You go down below. Yeah, it looks like I want to get below it actually. I want to get below the gold. Could be 2 layers. Let's see here. You always got to look at that little bubble because it's really easy to kind of get some vertigo in here. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm just going to have it to where I'm going to do the new job is going to be right here. So I'm going to hit V. I'm going to say look up, start new job 6. Hit V so I can look. See, that's kind of too wide. I realize. So will it? I think it's okay. So I don't know why that's green. Oh, maybe because it's detecting ore. Maybe that's it. Like if there's no interference, maybe that's it. Okay, I'm gonna hit. That's the first time I've seen the green. Okay, and then just hit select, start new job, and it'll immediately kick in. It'll be like, oh, I'm full. Oh, damage detected. Job ready to dock. It should go back. Where's my damage? Maybe thrusters. Ah, okay. So let's just. Oh, there we go. I backed it up against the wall. There we go. See, there it kind of shows you a little bit how the PAM miner works. And then let me look. See, I kind of boo-booed it. I kind of hit one of the motors, I think, in the LCD. So it won't recycle. It'll go back and it won't recycle until I do those repairs. And that's kind of why I built this. You think this thing's just it's not docked now. It's let me see what's this says. Set up new job. Let me see inventory. So it's empty. What happened? If I hit P, will it dock? Oh, you know what? I probably didn't start from a docked position. Okay, so I'll come here. We'll see. Right, I'll look at my inventory. I'll just hit I. Normally it self pulls, but and there is a pause command. So I'm gonna hit Control 1, hit P, and I'm gonna fix this real quick. I'm gonna fix the damage. So come down here. Oh, and I'm just gonna turn the back end towards one of these. There we go. And there you go. And so that should be fixed. And then I got another one in the works. Okay. If I hit V, it says damage detected. See, I don't know where my damage is detected though. Is it? Sometimes I'll get a little damage on the. Okay. Yeah, I don't see. I don't. If I come in here and I hit I and I say Control, it'll tell me if there's any. So it's not registering. Um, so I'm just gonna say Control. I'm gonna scroll down. I'm gonna say Continue job. Hit 6. Let's see what happens. So it's like, oh, we need to dock and store up. Okay, I'm gonna hit V, and it's good to go, right? And then let's see what the deal is with this one. I think it said there was some damage on this too, but so we're docked. We're gonna reset this. We're gonna say we're gonna redo this because right now I'm docked. So I'm just gonna say record path, select, undock, come up, hit V so I can kind of get a little bit of turn around. I'm gonna fly over here. Kind of want to do a little bit different angle or approach. And the reason why I'm redoing the path is because it didn't dock, so I probably didn't start from a dock position. I'm gonna come back over here. Okay, I just want to get above the hole. Come down. Just want to get it right there. Hit V so I can say stop. Okay. Start new mining job. Okay, let's see here. Get into the hole. Okay, and then right. Actually, I'm gonna cut this. I'm gonna clean this up a little bit. That way, I have a little bit more backup room, because that was the issue I was having on the other one. Okay, this ought to be okay. And so, it's weird how the other one turned green. I must have it to the ore or something. I must have that setting. Let's try this. Okay, D. We're gonna say start new job. And it's just gonna go through here. Control 1, 4. Should be spitting out my. Yeah, I can hear it now. Also, I'm gonna update my LCD while I'm here. LCD. And I'm gonna change the data. Control V. I still do not fully understand the LCD. Hit OK. There we go. There we go. Magnesium 4.7. See right there in the right panel. So I got that dialed in now. It says job is running. I'll wait until it backs up again before I become an industrial accident. There you go. And it'll just notch that out. It'll just, okay, what's it saying? Ship is full. It'll run this for a little bit. I see what's going on right here. I can also come over here and look at this and see I got 1.5 stone right there at 1.2 stone. There you go. Cleared out all the stone. So perfect. Let's go check out the gold. Let's see how it looks. Okay, so let's just knock this off. Okay, looks like that's worked out pretty good. I might have to redo it. Let's see where he's at. Where's my base? This way. Come back over here. And so that's why I kind of built this dock array, is I'm going to have a couple of these things going. And once you get them set up right, they really are kind of fire and forget. What's this say? Ship is full, so I need to force the. I'm gonna have to do a little something to get it. Let's see how much gold. Cockpit, cargo. It didn't get that much in the cargo, but whatever. Hit. What's it say? Ship is full. It's also recharging. I see the batteries are yellow. If I go control 1, yeah, batteries are recharging. Let me see. Yep. Okay, there it goes. It just had to top off, and then it's gonna go do its thing. And I think I'm gonna start the video here. I think that was a pretty good little talk to tutorial on this thing. I think this thing is done also, so that'll give me a third one. Right now I got it set up to where that when I saved it last, it was running the script. Let me see. Control panel, LCD, right here. Got some data. Yeah, it's not updated, so control V. Okay. Now it'll correctly this goes, and then I'll go to program right here. Battery 6%. So battery's pretty low.
Damn it.
And then I'm just gonna say 3. Okay, now I cut this thing off, because this whole time it's been trying to trying to. So I'll get this on the charger and I'll just let it charge up. Let me grind this off, and I'll have to cut. I'll grind this off once I get it on the charger. Maybe it's just so I can see a little bit better. And these things maneuver really nicely. I'll put this one over here. There you go. Just want to make sure that it's squared up. P. Boom. And I'm just gonna let it put it on recharge and let it sit. Let it sit, and let's see. It'll tell me here. Well, it's not going to tell me now because it hasn't been set up for the job status yet. So I got to cut all this extra because you have to link the blocks up to get them to where they'll build. Oof. Kind of be careful here. I see one coming in. Look at that flinging. Let's see how it's doing on the magnesium. Oh, that's the gold one. See, it goes quick. Doesn't get that much, but anyways, I'm gonna stop the video here. Thanks for watching.